Somewhere on the AP exam you can probably just about guarantee that you'll get an opportunity to display your knowledge of the derivative quotient rule. And we have a problem right here where you get to do that. So let's read the problem. It says if f of x equals, and we have a quotient. In the numerator we have 2x squared plus x, and in the denominator we have 2x squared minus x. Then we're to find out what the derivative is, what f prime of x is equal to. The first step, step number 1, is factor and simplify. Now sometimes, and maybe even more often, you won't be able to factor, but we can in this case, so that's the first thing you should look for. So let's write down our function again. F of x is equal to 2x squared plus x and divided by 2x squared minus x. And can we factor this? And you're probably looking through and you've spotted something that you can factor out. There's a common factor of x actually in both the numerator and the denominator. So let's factor out the x, and then what would we have left in the parentheses? Well, 2x squared divided by x is 2x, and then plus, and what's x divided by x? That's 1. And the denominator is very similar. After we've factored out our x, we'll have 2x, but in this case, minus 1. Then, is there anything that we can cancel? Well, you look and you see, yes, we can cancel out our x's here. X goes into x one time and x goes into the other x one time. And we end up with just the simpler expression 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. The second step, we will take the derivative, so take derivative using quotient rule. Take derivative using quotient rule. So what is the quotient rule? Let's say we have two functions. We'll call one of them u, and that'll be in the numerator, and then we'll have another function v in the denominator. So it's u divided by v. And then how do you take the derivative of this? Well, maybe you've learned a little jingle that works out very nicely here. And the jingle sounds like this. Low d high minus high d low, square the bottom, and away we go. You've maybe not heard the last part, the square the bottom and away we go. But that's a little jingle to bring to mind how we find the derivative of a quotient. And so we said low, so that means the denominator. So we'll write down v. D high means the d is for derivative. So d high means derivative of the numerator, so that in this case is du dx. So low d high minus high numerator, that's u, d low, that's the derivative of the denominator, so that's dv dx. And then square the bottom, that just means take the denominator and square it, be v squared, and away we go. So let's do that with our problem. So f prime of x then is equal to, And what is in the, we want to start out with v, which is the denominator. What's our denominator? 2x minus 1 times the derivative of the numerator. And what's the derivative of 2x plus 1? Just 2 minus the, let's see, low d high minus high. What's the numerator? 2x plus 1 times the derivative of the denominator. And what's the derivative of 2x minus 1? 2. And then that's all over the denominator squared. And that is 2x minus 1 squared. Okay, now for step 3, we simplify. And so we have 2x minus 1 times 2. If we distribute the 2 in there, we get 4x minus 2. And then we have minus, and then we have 2x plus 1 times 2. If we distribute that minus 2 into the 2x plus 1, we'll get minus 4x minus 2. And then let's keep the denominator the same as it is, 2x minus 1 squared. There's no sense in expanding that out. And what does this simplify down to? Well, we see we have 4x, and then there's a subtract 4x, so they cancel out. And we have a minus 2, and then subtract 2, that's minus 4 over our denominator, which is 2x minus 1 squared. And we've come up with the answer to this quotient rule problem. See ya.